Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Lockdown Tech Toys, and this is my 1 month update after I got this Secretlab chair. I'm sitting on it right now. It is in the Arctic White soft reef version. Um, Frankly, I was really surprised at the amount of interest in this product, in this chair. And when I first bought this chair, I just bought it out of the sheer convenience that it offered me. A lot of people have commented and they've asked questions. I really appreciate all your comments, and you really give me ideas for new videos. And of course, the questions that you pose, and the advice that some of you have given me are really good. So some of the questions include, why didn't you get a Herman Miller chair? How about Steelcase? Those are all big names. But the first name that when I was anxiously googling for a chair was Secretlab. I don't know why, but it's at the top of the charts, and I'd heard of it. I'm living in Singapore, and it's based here, but I didn't know just how popular it was until after I posted the video. So, um, and I realized that some of the interest is well warranted. So right now I'm just going to tell you how it's been for me. I got it on July 31st, and it's been almost like 28 days, like 4 months to the day that I got it. Um, and well, the number one thing for me was firstly, the good review, secondly, convenience, because I previously ordered like a cheap, non-branded, like a China-made chair. It was only about like 100 USD, 120 USD. My previous chair was also 100 USD because I didn't know the value of chairs. I mean, working from home, you take all these things for granted, right? You take office desks for granted. You take keyboards for granted, and monitors, things like that, and of course chairs. And I used to be sitting in a dining room chair for the first 2 to 3 months until it was so awkward and uncomfortable. I got that cheap gaming chair, and I actually used it for a year, and that was crazy. It came in a tattered box and everything. It was not great. But it had a footrest, which I wish this had. I'll talk about it in a bit, but I was really intrigued to listen to read all your questions. So thank you for commenting, asking questions, and also subscribing to the video. I mean, to my channel. So some of the questions that you asked was, why didn't you get a Herman Miller? Bill, because it takes so long. It takes so long, and I didn't really research it that in depth because it's not widely available here. Over here, you need to, where I am in Singapore, you need to search for the showroom. You need to make an appointment, and then you need to go try it out, and then you order it, and it takes about 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks to arrive. So I mean, you want a chair for work from home, you just want it, right? So this one I ordered at 7 p.m. and it came at 11 a.m. the very next day. So within less than half a day, it arrived, and that worked beautifully for me. The price was more than I expected to pay, but I was a noob. I didn't know the value of a good chair. Whether it's a gaming chair or a work from home chair, I needed something for both. So I just got a gaming laptop about a month ago, and I have a Nintendo Switch for my PS4 Pro. I use it on the couch, on the sofa, so I don't really need a chair for that. So I spent about, well, 10 to 12 hours every day on this chair, and yeah, it served me really well. About the color, so a lot of you have asked about Arctic White. Is it really white? You can see that it is not white. This is my uniform. This is the stuff that I usually wear when I am working. So I wear like a white sweatshirt, and I wear like sweatpants, and of course I have like some t-shirt underneath sometimes because sometimes I go out and into the living room and the AC isn't on, so it gets hot, so I just take it off. But you can see that this is white. This is white. My bed sheet, is white. My pillow is white, but this is not white. This is light gray, and because it is light gray, it is very hard to see dust, because unless you're like a smoker and you have like white ash or something like that, or paint coming off, you're not going to see you're not going to notice the dust that comes off. So I think it has a very practical aspect of it, to have, the light gray as the color. But I feel that, yes, I agree. It's a bit of a misnomer to name this chair, to call it Arctic White and have it show up on the website as really, really white, but it's not. And in the Arctic, I've never been there, of course, but you watch videos of it and you see that that really looks, pristine. It looks like the wall behind me. It looks like my wardrobe, like the desk. This is not white. Okay. Now, the other questions that you asked was the magnet for the pillow. Is it bad? Now, this magnet here is strong, but it is not the strongest. So it is very easy to knock off. I can show you this later as I, as I take my phone. I'm using my Note 10 Plus to film this. It is not super strong. So if you move your head a little bit, if you're not too careful, it will drop. But I like it just because of the magnet. So other gaming chairs have these like straps, and straps are not too good looking, right? They're a little bit unsightly, and the last one I had, admittedly, wasn't a really good chair, but the straps kept getting in the way, and I kept having to redo them. So I appreciate the magnet that is in there. As for cleaning it, I know that there's a fabric cleaner that Secretlab sells. It's about, I don't know, 25 SGD or 15 USD. I don't need it. I have a vacuum, a Dyson vacuum, that when I use it in handheld mode, I just, swipe it across the chair, I don't know, every 10 days or every twice a month or so, and it looks fine. I mean, I don't see that it gets dirty all the time. And the reason why I chose fabric is because fabric doesn't give me the sticky feeling. So if I wear shorts, now I'm wearing long pants, but if I wear shorts and I sit down, I don't want to get all sticky on, the fake leather, PU leather or anything like that. So again, that is another reason why I got this chair. Now to answer your other questions, is it easy to clean? Yes, I told you it is really easy to clean. I hardly spend any time cleaning it. The only time I actually clean it would be the armrests here, because sometimes, obviously the oils or something from my arms get stuck here if I'm wearing a t-shirt, and I would just wipe this down a bit. It is clean right away. It's so easy to clean. I don't even think about it. Now, the inclination. Yes, inclination is really good. If you, let me see here. Yeah, so I can move it up and down. Obviously, this is the highest height, and it sinks all the way down. This is the lowest, so it's not a really big difference, but I always use it at the highest height. By the way, I'm like 5'9" or 177 centimeters, so just about average, I guess. And now, if I tilt the right side, it goes all the way down. Not flat, not 180 degrees, but as you can see, it's like 165 degrees. It's really comfortable. So after work, I just lay down here and I close my eyes, or during lunchtime, and I just take a nap. I used to go to my bed. So if you look over here, I have my bed here and a single size mattress, and I used to lay on it. And sometimes over here, here is my keyboard. I would just take this and I would work like that from the bed, but now I don't even need to do that. So I just lay back, and it is very, very convenient. As for the left side, there's a lever on the left, and I hardly use the left side, but basically what it does is if you pull it, it locks the thing. So now this chair is stable, but if I pull it up again, I'll push it down. I'll show you where it is later once I take the phone out, take the camera out. Then if I push it down with my left hand, I can actually tilt the chair backwards, and there is some flex to it. So I usually leave it in this setting because I like the flex motion, and I like, you know, it not being like super duper tight and uncomfortable, in my opinion. And I usually use it not at 90 degrees, but something at like 105 degrees tilt. So for me, the pillow is quite good. It's supposed to be where your neck is at and where I am. It fits me perfectly. The armrests are really comfortable. I never, yeah, I like the fact that they adjust so well, and they are a little bit wide for me. But as you see, I'm not a super buff guy. I don't have like super, I don't have really wide shoulders or thick arms. But I guess even if you have thick arms, they will fit you really fine, really well. And the thing that I like about this is that they tilt inwards like this. So when you're typing away I mean, normal human arms do not go like directly perpendicular, right, to the desk. You're not going to be like fully straight, 90 degree angle. You're going to be like typing away like this. So I have my keyboard in front of me. Oops. And I'm going to be typing like this. And having this, I need to push it down a bit. Yeah, having this armrest like this makes it even more comfortable for me because they can be tilted inwards or, you know, outwards if you prefer. But I don't know who would want to tilt them outwards. Maybe if you're I don't know, I have no idea. But yeah, some people might be watching a movie, I guess, and they want to, you know, move their hands outwards. So this part is really good, I think, this idea here. Now the only thing I can think about but making these armrests better is if they made them tilt like upwards or downwards. I don't know. Maybe if you're sleeping, you know, you want the bottom, your hands and all that to angle downwards. So maybe they could make it tilt downwards in the next version of it. Yep, that is all I have to say about this chair. It is a really good chair, and I use it in conjunction. Like, okay, my setup is a little bit different here. I don't work from a traditional like desktop or laptop, so let me just show you. Yep, I work from a TV. So my laptop is hooked up to my TV, and I have the chair right here, and sometimes during lunchtime, I tilt it over to this side and I watch YouTube videos or, you know, not my own videos, of course, but others' videos. Or, you know, I watch movies. I surf the web on my tablet, on my Galaxy S7 Plus over here, and which is angled really, really high up and actually eye level. So, yeah, that's another good thing here. My phone holder is here. Yeah, so for this purpose, you know, moving left and right, switching between work and tablet, this chair, it works really well for me. And I have used this chair in another room playing, you know, my gaming laptop, and that works fine too because it goes like right straight. It angles right straight, near to where the desk is at. So that's another good thing here. There's this thing. There's this button here. I mean, this knob here that adjusts the lumbar support. One of them, the left one or right one, makes it go, you know, up and down. The other one makes it go in and out. So I moved it totally way up and totally way out. That's how I can say it because that's, for me, that is the best way to support my back. But of course, it differs for everyone. As you can see, it is still very, very light gray. I have had no issues whatsoever with cleaning it at all. And actually, the only parts I ever clean regularly are the armrests. That's really about it. I don't, yeah. Now turning this chair around, what do you have? You have the same Secretlab logo. You have the Titan Evo. It doesn't say 2022, but I don't think you needed to say that. And the bottom part is made up of really glossy, I don't know, is it aluminum or something like that? But it's a little bit of dust on it. But I don't clean this because I don't really notice it that often. Only now when I'm bending down to show it to you that I did did notice a faint like sheen of dust at the bottom. Yeah, and so these are the levers to adjust the chair. As I said before, this one is to make it, is to lock it in place on the right, and on the left, this one is to tilt the chair, you know, up and down. Wait, where's that lever here? Yeah, there's one. There was one right there. Where's that? Yeah, and someone actually noticed that I put these magnetic things the wrong way. I did them like upside down or something the other time, and yeah, so thank you to the person who noticed that. Yeah, and yeah, the bottom part is, I don't know, standard stuff. I would say it's very sturdy and very easy to use. I don't even hardly even bend down and look at it, only except for the time when I was assembling it. And that is all I have to say about this chair. So yeah, if you got any more questions or comments, please let me know. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.